Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That was travelling. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that is a little undercooked. Chips it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a shade optimistic. Has a look and plays it forward. Now he's got space here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Played into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cantona looking to be a menace in the final third.
Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. So it is still 0-0. Pass somewhat off target. Valverde, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. That is a great pick out. He's having a shot! And again! He's delivered all right! That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bojan Krkic gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Jeonju really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Well, that has not gone well. Played out wide. Cafu. Cafu charging forward down that flank. And here's Kökçü. That's tidy. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Mignon claims comfortably. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's picked it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Kökçü was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Marquinhos cuts it out. Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Cafu, he's gone for goal! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Throw in. Desailly. Oh, can he get onto this?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bellingham concedes a free kick for that. Aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Vieira. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Madrid go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Cristiano.
The second period is on the way.
Coming on the field is
Madrid can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Cafu. Tries to play it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Cafu. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's De Bruyne. He's having a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gets a good foot in there. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. All the way back. Mignon sends that a long way. Madrid are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And here's Zanetti. Vieri. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's a pretty loose pass. He's found a way through. Looking for the far post.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So we've reached the hour mark. Takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
No way through there. Valverde floated through. Towering header! Oh, it rattles the bar! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vieira. That's a sharp pass. And he's had it nicked away. Cafu. Van Dijk. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar looking to receive it in space. Cantona! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Berbatov coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Oh, what a mistake! And he's following up! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting!
The goal
Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Right card. To Marquinhos. They get a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Madrid pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness,
And if you do have a chance
ruthlessness,
today, please take some
relentlessness.
time out to give your support.